Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today, October 11th. This is it's Tuesday, so I will show oh fuck, I can't talk. I'll show the next part in the 31 Days of Horror, all the movies I have watched since I uploaded my last video, because I watched one or two that day, last Tuesday, so we will just get started because I am blabbering. I'm tired, so the one I watched after Black Christmas was a classic in my opinion, and that is John Carpenter's The Fog. Definitely better than the remake. The only reason I had the remake is because it was filmed in my hometown, but I don't have it anymore. So a really good horror film to watch around Halloween, because it's got that like spooky aspect to it. So, there we go, John Carpenter's The Fog. And next one up on Blu-ray, of course, another classic, and that is the uncut of Friday the 13th, the very first one. So, what can I say about this that hasn't been said so many times for the last 31 years? It's just an awesome little horror film that is just so awesome. So, there we go, the original Friday the 13th. Next one is one that I didn't really care for the first time I saw it, because it didn't live up to my expectations, but over the while it's grown on me, and that is 1974's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So, it's grown on me, but everybody said it was gory as shit. Well, to me, I didn't think so. But I'm happy I have it in my collection, especially on Steelbook. I don't know if I want to get it on Blu-ray, 'cause I don't think it would be a movie that would transfer good to Blu-ray, but if any of you have it on Blu-ray, let me know how it looks. So there we go, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And next up is a total classic. Half of these are classics anyway. And that is 1984's Nightmare on Elm Street, done by Wes Craven. At the time, this one and Wes Craven's New Nightmare were the only ones I liked, until the Never Sleeps Again documentary came out, and I watched that, and I wanted to rewatch a lot of the movies. I ended up having them all on DVD. So, of course, this is a classic. It's in my top 100 favorite films of all time. It's just really, really great. So, there we go, Nightmare on Elm Street. One that I actually like, the sequel that I like a lot more than the original film, is 1986's Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I thought this was more enjoyable than the first one, and actually I found out the sentiment is a little bit shared, but what can you do? Some people like the first one, some people like this one, and some people like myself really, really like the remake, which I haven't watched yet, so I can't talk about. So there we go, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Next one is one that I think is one of John Carpenter's most underrated films. That is 87's Prince of Darkness. I like the premise of this, and you see people who have been in Carpenter's films before, and of course you had Donald Pleasence, Victor Wong, and the other guy from Big Trouble in Little China, and you had Alice Cooper, who of course, I believe that's him on the cover. Yeah, I liked this one. Thought it should have had a little bit more recognition. This is the second film in his Apocalypse trilogy. So, there we go, Carpenter's Prince of Darkness. Next one up is a childhood favorite, and I love it because it's a monster movie, and it was actually the very first film filmed in British Columbia, ironically enough, Fort Langley, which is about 5 minutes away from my house. That is 1979's Prophecy, not to be confused with the Christopher Walken film. This is the Mutated Bears film that I really, really love, done by John Frankenheimer. I've always loved this movie. I thought it was so much fun. But yet the funny thing is, like, look at that. You have PG, and then you have our Canadian rating of 18A. It's like they couldn't make up their mind. But yeah, I've always loved this movie. I think it is so much fun. I was about 7 when I saw this, and I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. So there we go. Prophecy, the monster movie. And next one up is one that's had to grow on me for about a year and a half. I've watched it a few more times, but it's grown on me, and that is 1981's My Bloody Valentine. First time I saw this was on the iTunes, and I was like, man, it's kind of boring. And then I bought this on Boxing Day, and it has the extended cut, and I thought, well, this is a little bit better. It's a good movie. Too bad it didn't get the recognition it deserved. But it basically got a little more recognition thanks to the remake, which I actually like. And this was filmed in my neck of the woods, but on the East Coast in Nova Scotia. So I wonder if that town is still there. I doubt it, but you never know. There we go, My Bloody Valentine. The next two aren't really horror films, but they are the documentaries. I'm going to show them both at the same time, and the first one is Halloween 25 Years of Terror, and then His Name Was Jason. I bet they have horror aspects in it, and they're horror documentaries. These are really two really great documentaries. I thought they should have been longer, because like look what they did with Never Sleep Again, 4 hours, and these two were like an hour and a half, which is kind of lame that they would be the shortest ones. Out of the two, I like this one a little bit more. So I kind of, yeah. So there we go. Halloween, 25 Years of Terror, and His Name Was Jason. Next one up is another John Carpenter movie. That day I did a kind of John Carpenter splurge, and the first one I watched is one that not a lot of people like, and I actually thought it was pretty good, and that is 2001's Ghosts of Mars. My mom and I got to see this in the theater, and we both like it, because we are both fans of John Carpenter. We like the premise, like the cast, so, and ironically, this was the film that introed my mom and I to Jason Statham. There he is right there. But yeah, I like this movie a lot. Thought it was kind of fucked up, but I enjoyed the hell out of this movie, so to me, it's a underrated gem of Carpenter's, though he's got a few of those like this in Prince of Darkness. So there we go, 2001's Ghosts of Mars. And the other Carpenter film I watched is the first in his Apocalypse trilogy, and that of course is The Thing. Like I've said, I'm one of the people who don't consider this a remake, and everybody keeps telling me it is, and I'm like, no, go watch The Thing from Another World. And this is nothing like it. The only thing they have in common is the title. This is more based on that book. Oh, they don't have it listed. But yeah, more on the short story Who Goes There. And I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely refuse to watch the prequel. I don't care if it's a prequel, sequel, whatever. I refuse to watch it. But yeah, this is in my top 100 as well. It's one of my favorite horror films. It's, again, got a great cast. I had no problem with it being all guys. I had no problem with that whatsoever. So, there we go, 1982's The Thing. And next one up is is the best werewolf film of all time. And that is 1981's An American Werewolf in London. Like, hello. You can see every other werewolf movie there is. The Underworld movies, Bad Moon, Ginger Snaps, even the Wolfman remake. They do not top this. And I think that is very much shared with a lot of people. I think this is out on Blu-ray. Yeah, it is out on Blu-ray. Let me know how this is on Blu-ray, because I really want to get this. It's a fun movie. It's got some great music and that. So, yeah, there we go. 1981's An American Werewolf in London. And another movie that not a lot of people like, but I always did. I don't know why. And that is 2005's House of Wax. I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. I thought it was fun. and I love the poster. Like, isn't that like the most fucking creepy poster? I like the cast, and I thought I would actually tell you the truth. The first time I saw this, I thought I was going to be annoyed with Paris Hilton, and I found her bearable to watch. I like the fact that it's kind of funny how I've never been able to pronounce his name, but Sam from Supernatural, he's done a couple of horror film remakes. I like my fellow Canadian girl next door, Alicia Cuthbert. I like her in this movie. She was good. And Chad Michael Murray, he was good too. So, okay, basically, even Paris Hilton was good. It was bearable. But yeah, I like this. I don't know when the next Dark Castle movie is gonna be, or if they've made one. I don't know. But yeah, I really like this movie. It's an 8 out of 10 for me, so it's a good movie. So there we go, 2005's House of Wax. And another one that seems to me, someone told me is that it seems like ever since this movie came out over the past couple of years, people have started to hate it, and I'm like, I don't know why. I thought it was a great little horror film that was a surprise to everyone. And that, of course, is 1999's The Blair Witch Project. See, I love this movie. I love the fact that a couple of, I don't want to say nobodies, but that what they are, basically scared the hell out of everybody, and everybody was pissed off because they thought it was fake, or thought it was real, and I was like, come on, it's fake, but it's enjoyable. It's like Paranormal Activity. Well, Paranormal Activity is basically ripping off this, but Paranormal Activity is good. Yeah, after 11 years, I still like this movie. I don't know why anybody bitches about it. It was fun, it was freaky, and I got to see it twice in the theater, so it was a fun movie. Whatever, I don't care what anybody says, and it's still spooky as hell after 11 years. So there we go, 1999's The Blair Witch Project. And one of the few remakes I really, really, really like, and one that I was just so surprised about, and that was 2009's Friday 13th, because Friday 13th is my favorite horror film series of all time. It was really, really good. The cast was good. Of course, you had Sam Winchester from Supernatural in this again, and he was good. Marcus Nispel, who directed Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, was good. He was a good choice for this. And the funny thing is, it didn't really have the feel of the Friday 13th movies, but I guess they were trying to get away from that. But I liked Derek Mears, who played Jason. I thought he did a very good job, because whenever you think of Friday 13th, you always think of Kane Hodder as Jason. So, and some of the kills are okay, but I particularly love the sleeping bag. That's all I'll say. Though I think half of you have seen this movie, but that's all I'll say is sleeping bag. So there we go, Friday 13th. And one that has too many unnecessary sequels. I haven't seen any of them because this is the best one, and that, of course, is 2003's Wrong Turn. Throwback to the 70s horror films. This was really good. I don't think we really needed the 3 sequels, because I think there's a 4th one. The cast is really good. I like Faith from Buffy, Eliza Dushku. There we go, I've actually said her name right. But yeah, this was a surprise. It wasn't marketed very well, so nobody really got to see it, which sucks, because it was very good. It had a good story, great special effects. Like, you had Stan Winston working on the makeup, so I just thought it was a great little film. So there we go, 2003's Wrong Turn. And I watched this yesterday, and I haven't watched anything today, or I will later, but it's not one that I really particularly like, but I got it on Blu-ray. I mostly like watching this with Rob Zombie's commentary, and that, of course, is 2003's House of a Thousand Corpses. I hated this the first time I saw it in the theater, and I was so looking forward to it, because I love Rob Zombie, and I gave it another shot with the commentary, and I was like, actually, I enjoy this a little bit more. So I went and bought it, and I have Devil's Rejects, which I'll watch later. And yeah, this gets a 6 out of 10. Like, it's bearable to watch, but only with Rob Zombie's commentary. So there we go, 2003's House of a Thousand Corpses. So yeah, that's the pile of movies I've watched since the last video. I'm gonna go because I'm at 15 minutes and I don't know if I can go over 15 minutes or not. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be back next Tuesday with the next bunch of horror films I have watched. So until then, guys, I hope you guys have a good day. Watch a shitload of movies, and of course, as always, rate, comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.